very, very humbling experience. But the thing is, man, kickboxer is cool as hell, man. I mean, the thing about Frank is whenever you go to his school and he teaches you, he treats you like one of his children. But what I mean by that is, like, you know, he takes you out on the road with him. I mean, like, he took us all across the country and, you know, fed us and just taught us the ways of the road. And he was a straight shooter and everything, man. So I'll always be indebted to kickboxing, man, because he was cool as hell. So anybody in the Midwest, especially anybody like under 250 pounds that like really wants to get a good insight on wrestling, man, definitely hit up American Kickboxer.
Who's American Kickboxer?
What's up?
He's an Indy guy based out of the Midwest.
That's my trainer, brother.
Yeah.
He's 11-time IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight champion.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm asking you a question. I don't know who it is, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The human, you know, people are treating me like I should know it. I don't know who that is. You know?
Oh no, man. No, yeah. No, he was like he broke out kind of more like in the late '90s, early 2000s, and like he was kind of ahead of his time as far as like the light heavyweight lucha libre style and stuff. So.
Yeah, he broke out when like Pondo and Ian and all that, Corporal Robinson.
Yep.
I know the Rolling Hard tournament's coming up, so he was the guy then.
Yeah, absolutely,
right,
man. Some good stuff going on.
All right, Matt Classic. One more. You got one more question? Then we're gonna move on. Bring it.
Which title in your career has meant the most to you, Drake Younger?
Oh, without a doubt, the big belt out at CZW, the heavyweight strap. I mean, it's just a huge like seal of approval from the company. You know what I mean? It's like they got a lot of trust in you and they're investing a lot in you. And I tell you what, man, like I've had it for like a year and a half now, and I've had like an absolute blast with that title. Like, you know what I mean? I've had a lot of fun. I took it over to Germany and took it to Mexico and shit. So that was a lot of fun, man. And yeah, I'm just rolling with it, dude, and just doing it while I can, man, having fun.
And more power to you.
But yeah, thanks a lot. Hey, Matt, man, I was saying, you're a North Carolina cat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, how's things going down there, man?
It's starting to pick up a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, down in Florida for the Peterson Cup, I ran into Brad Attitude. He lives up around North Carolina.
He lives in Burleson, 30 minutes from me, yes.
Yeah, man, he's a cool-ass dude, man. That dude can fucking work, too.
All right. Hey, Matt Classic, give that URL one more time for the Iva Koloff tournament, would you?
If you want to find out about it, just go on MySpace and look up the AIWF, and you'll find information there. The Iva Koloff Cup, as well as 24 other promotions nationwide and in the UK.
All right, excellent, Matt Classic. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much.
For talking. Take
it easy, brother.
Looked on there. Drake, how come you're not in there?
Oh, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, but I tell you what, the team of what is it, Cowboy, Ace Bob Orton and George South, man, that sounds phenomenal, brother.
Well, that's what I was saying. Now that's a fucking good tag team, especially for old school fans, because people remember George South as being kind of a jobber guy on WCW. But for other people that remember different places where George South was, they don't think of him as so much of a jobber, you know?
Right.
So they know that. And of course, Ace was never anything but the greatest. So, you know, there you go with that.
Hells yeah.
But let's get to you for a second, because they brought up, or Matt Classic brought up you were trained by American Kickboxer. But in my notes, and I have a lot of notes, I took a shit ton of notes. And I have everything. I got everything on you, man. I don't know everything, but I got everything on your ass, dude. Okay, here you win a belt July 12th of 2008.
Right.
So here we are. What are we? A year and 6 months later, or what is it? 5 months later. A year, 5 months later, you're still the champion. That's insane. Also, in September of that same year, you won the Ted Petty Invitational, which is for the humanoids that don't know. Well, let me just tell everybody. For the humanoids that don't know, Ted Petty Invitational is like a scientific style wrestling championship. And then also on that same in that same vein, you were a finalist in the 16-karat technical wrestling tournament in Germany. And from what I know, Yeah, I know, dude. I know everything. Trust me. I know. I'm not Larry fucking King, man. I look up shit on people before I interview them because I want to know. And this is what I mean. And I didn't see that stuff, but I know about it, and so I know to ask, right? And
right,
so
man.
You win the Ultraviolent Underground title, which is like a deathmatch championship. You win a CZW World Heavyweight Championship, which is not necessarily a deathmatch title, but it does definitely have.
Right, it's like a hybrid style title. You know what I mean?
Right. So here you are. Then you won a tournament of death, right?
Yes, I did, brother. 2007.
So you're here. You're winning death matches, and you're winning technical championships. And I want to know how much of this has to do with your hero is Sabu. How much of that has to do with that? Because you know what he says about all that. You know what I mean? You know what he's. Let me just play it for you. I want to play something for you right now. What he says, and you listen to this and tell me what you think of what he has to say about it.
All right, cool, man.
Jimmy Reed, do you think Big Japan's deathmatch style is too much?
Yeah, it's boring. Light bulbs don't hurt. It's unsanitary, and it's low talent workers.
KJL, courtesy of WrestlingClassics.com.
I call them garbage wrestlers, and every one of them, from Pondo to fucking whoever else.
Okay.
But I like Pondo. I just don't like his work.
See, well, he likes Pondo and he likes those guys, but he thinks
everybody likes Pondo, man.
Well, right. I mean, okay. I like Pondo. But I do. I mean, I agree, kind of, that those matches, unless there's only one on a card, those matches are really, really boring. Like if you go to see IWA Mid-South Deathmatch Tournament, it's just fucking boring after a while. It just gets really boring because it's like a lot of fat dudes like smashing each other with shit. And it gets really bad. Do you agree with what he has to say about that?
Man, look, I'll tell you what. First off, let me say that Sabu is absolutely like the reason. Like I got into wrestling pretty much. You know what I mean? Like growing up, I was like a teenager, and like I was flipping through the channels one night on the Ghetto channel. I seen ECW, and from there on, like I was glued, man. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, you know what I mean? Like I disagree with Sabu on some aspects of that, but like you know what, Sabu's a vet. You know what I mean? A lot of what he's saying, has points and all this. But the fact of the matter is, man, it's just different things for different people. I tell you what, I challenge anybody to watch a big Japan main event match. Let's say, for instance, Yuko Miyamoto versus Takeshi Sasaki. And I defy you to sit through that match and watch the whole 25, 30 minutes and not be glued to the drama, the near falls, and the passion that these guys have, and the way that they do it, because they do it right, man. I'll tell you what, like, I agree with a lot of fucking the old Mid-South shit was just fat dudes hitting each other with bulbs, dude, and it got old after a while. But the thing is, like, guys like me, like guys like Masada, like Scotty Vortex, Danny Havoc, John Moxley, Sammy Callahan, fucking the list goes on and on and on. Guys that do it differently, the guys that can fucking work and work with the weapons and tell a badass story while fucking, you know what I mean, getting down and dirty. You know what I mean? That's the basic fucking ins and outs of it, man. That's the nuts and bolts of the whole damn thing.
Yeah, well, I tried to get... Yeah, I try to get into that because I look at Sabu. He's the top. To me, he's one of my top guys, and Hayabusa is one of my top guys because those guys could put on really. I mean, their matches are incredible.
Yeah, man, I met Sabu. I've been on shows with Sabu. You know, what I mean, he was cool and fucking. You know, what I mean, he gave me good advice and shit. Like he sent me for a while and gave me good advice, man. Yeah. Sabu's a shit. But yeah, go ahead. Proceed with what you were saying, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, yeah, what I was saying is those kind of matches with the hardcore style and the matches, those are awesome. To me, that's a really good match because you incorporate weapons and technical, and you got high flying. I mean, Hayabusa's the top. I mean, he's just got to be the top guy because he can do everything, and that's where you are kind of in your career right now, I think. And I think that's why you're so over and why so many people are